Such marvelous power radiates from you now. Clear, strong. You have truly come into your own. I've arranged for you to receive the title of Lord of the Sith. I hope you realize what an honor and responsibility it is. As a Darth, I answer only to Darth Thanaton, who answers to the Dark Council. As a Lord, you're only one step below that, and you tower above many.
It's about time greatness got its due.
Do not get ahead of yourself, apprentice. There is still the ritual to undergo. And I'll warn you, the ritual may prove a trying experience. But once it's done, you will be truly great, truly powerful.
If by powerful, you mean dead.
Apprentice, where did you get an idea like that? When have I ever tried to do you harm? The truth is, I have not been completely honest with you. I wish I could have been, but the timing was not right. Look at me, apprentice. I am sorry to have concealed it from you for so long, but it was such a pleasant vanity to share in your youth.
You make Brodians look kissable.
Listen, apprentice. Various Force rituals have helped me maintain my appearance and some of my vitality. But inevitably, life fades. I'm dying, apprentice. My will, my intellect, my spirit are as lively as ever. But this body is dying.
Tell me what this has to do with me.
Everything. You will be my second chance. My new life. Be prepared. As the ritual ends, you will likely see me collapse before you feel it taking effect. Do not panic. Know that this is what I have trained you for, primed you for, from the start.
This doesn't sound promising.
Don't worry. I imagine it will be just like falling asleep. We will accomplish so much once I am in command of that wonderful vessel of yours. Just hold still. You can't stop this ritual from happening.
Apprentice! What have you done to me? Why couldn't you just hold still for a few moments longer? Why couldn't you call your monster off?
I need to learn that ritual.
That monster broke through my defenses, interrupted my concentration, diverted the entire ritual. 5 years of preparation, finding the right person, training them, researching the artifacts, gathering them, wasted! You were my legacy! My one chance to defeat death! You fool! You have ruined everything!
Go away and give me Kem back.
No, apprentice. It looks like you're stuck with me now. But I wonder how powerful your friend Kem was. Powerful enough to punish you for your rebellion.
The Deshard is bound to me, and now, so are you.
That bond! That damn bond! How can your will be stronger than my own? I am the master, not you!
This is what we call a classic reversal of fortune.
Pataya gila senaim, panapido pi pugdo gas fantan. Swayway silbans in iswish, paman ik alkas jam, guidis intis isvares.
Is that you, my morose monster?
Unswekon pose warpay nupay insats jains ones jan. Mat insok ja, himan kudana, ja ayon pro kumana.
It seems Zash went into your body, but you didn't leave.
Mansgasai.
Protest all you like, Ken Val, servant of Tulak Horde, but your ancient master's artifact has been turned against you. And through some strange and miraculous trick, neither you nor Zash have full control.
Where were you when everything went sideways a few minutes ago?
I have been watching from the shadows all along, powerless to help. But it's clear, my help was not necessary. Flesh of my flesh, you have defeated your master. The great danger that I feared is past. Your rise to glory complete. I don't know whether we will chance to meet again on this side of death, but I am at peace. I came to say goodbye, and good luck.
I'll see you around then.
You are Lord Khalid now. It was once a glorious name. Use it well.
I'm telling you, Corin, Zash is not all there. All this talk about dreams, it's nonsense.
No, Carl. I saw Zash enter, and we both saw her first apprentice go in later.
If I went around expecting everything I dreamt to come true, I'd...
Look, Carl.
Darth Zash! You murdered her!
I'll finish you off just as easily.
Hold your weapon, Carl. This is not what Zash wanted. My lord, we have not met, but Carl and I are Zash's newest apprentices. She honored us by telling us about a prophecy, a dream she had, one that has now been fulfilled by you.
Oh, I know all about her dreams.
Darth Zash dreamt that her strongest apprentice would eventually rise to destroy her, but she also foresaw that the same apprentice would rise to bring new glory and strength to a fragmented Sith Order. She went knowingly to her death at your hand, so that you could lead the Sith to glory.
Believe me, Zash only thought of herself.
How strange. Darth Zash only ever had words of praise for you. We have been anticipating this day since Zash first leaked the rumors of your incredible triumph over Darth Scotia. Zash answered to Darth Thanaton on the Dark Council. He'll want to speak to you, but we are your servants.
Cam, will you do the honors?
Afgudan heifst, patai guibanist, ni fragais fraujan, kup peinana.
Darth Thanaton, I believe we spoke once before. I hope you've settled into your new role. Your brief career has been of great interest to me. And with Darth Zash dead, I think it's time we finally met. If you'll be taking up Zash's work, we have much to discuss. Meet me at the tomb of Darth Andrew, outside Kars City.
This doesn't sound promising.
Forgive me, I lack Zash's natural charm. Trust me when I say, I look forward to meeting you.
Something about that Thanaton guy rubs me wrong.
Your pirate friend has good instincts. Thanaton had me confined to Drummond Castle when he killed Scotia, and he'd have done worse if he'd had proof. He's not to be trifled with. Be careful.
Thank you for meeting me here. Respect for her superiors is the mark of a good Sith. Of course, Zash would have did disagree with me passionately on that point, but then Zash never respected tradition.
Being Sith is about being free, not blindly following an arbitrary set of rules.
Be careful. That attitude may get you in trouble someday. Tradition, principles, history, the threads that compose our society. Zash refused to acknowledge how one little tug could ruin the whole tapestry. Your work was sloppy, brazen even, but the news of her murder was sweet.
I did my best to clean up the bloodstains.
I speak in all seriousness. Too many people saw you enter the Dark Temple. I trust you'll be more careful in the future. Nevertheless, we're here to talk about you, not Zash. You have demonstrated remarkable ability. Though I am a stricter master than Zash, I think you'll find that to loyal followers of our traditions, I am not ungenerous.
So, if I agree to your every whim, you might not kill me.
Suspicion can be a form of wisdom, as long as it doesn't lead to disrespect. Now, I wish to see how you work. This tomb belonged to Darth Andrew, Sith scholar and alchemist. I'm interested in his last writings, which were buried with him. Recover them for me, and we will discuss your place in my power structure.
Venom-toothed vipers always slithering. Up the walls, along the floors. Trespasser. You'll not have it. It's mine. It's the last place in the galaxy that's mine.
I just want the writings.
Never satisfied are you, my apprentice? The poison's still fresh in my body. You defile my tomb. You and your brother both. The venom may have burned away my sight, but I know you. Don't make my mistake. Strangle your children at birth.
I'm sorry your offspring murdered you. But strangling all children may not be the solution.
Solution? Death is the only solution for vipers like you.
Twice now you walked into the still inhabited tomb of a Sith Lord unprepared. Look around you. See the bones, the tattered robes. This is where Thanaton leads those he despises to death. You follow him blindly when you should plan to defeat him.
Did you have a scheme in mind?
Listen, flesh of my flesh. I have felt something in you since the day we met. You have a rare pull among ghosts. It's a source of great power, but it has destroyed many a Sith. It's your only chance against Thanaton.
You should have told me about this sooner.
Not even I understand what I really am. Ghosts are one of the Force's many mysteries, and even Sith should be wary of them. In my time, there were mystical movements among the Sith that sought to communicate with ghosts and harness their power. A Sith named Ergast was said to devour ghosts the way your Dashad devours Force users. His knowledge was buried with him near the Dark Temple. Seek this knowledge.
I don't see how this ritual will save me from Thanaton.
Thanaton wants you dead. Defeating this ghost will not only get you the writings, but also give you immense power. Don't make me remind you again that you are the last hope of our lineage. You must augment your power before you face Thanaton. I will not have the strength to defend you again.
Welcome, Seeker. I am the servant of Ergast, Lord of the Sith, keeper of his knowledge. Who stands before me, and what do you wish to learn?
Teach me the ritual that allows me to devour the dead.
There is no such ritual. The dead cannot be consumed. But ghosts may be bound and their strength borrowed for a time. You must pull on the tether that connects life and death. You must learn to bind both sides of the Force, life and death, in what is known as the Force Walk.
Enough of this mystical nonsense. Teach me the ritual.
If that is your desire, my master has no secrets. Know to the bones that lay around you, not everyone is able to master the ritual of force walking. But if you are willing, drink from the cup before me. It is poison, but it will not kill you. Have you drunk? Good. The poison will take effect quickly. Then you may learn the ritual of the Force Walk. Now that you are unconscious, we may begin. The ritual has two parts. First is the pacification. An angry ghost cannot be tethered. The second part is the binding. A willing ghost is easier to bind, but by leaving the ghost its will, you draw less of its power. A pact may be formed to bind the ghost willingly, sealed with blood, or the ritual of binding may be performed.
Good. You're a quick learner. It's been a long time since a creature of such promise has entered my tomb.
There has to be more to this than a little dreaming.
A very quick learner indeed. You might just make it out of here alive.
This is the test. Bind me, and you go free. I'll walk with you a time and see the Empire once more. Fail, and I kill you.
And don't bother trying to make a deal with me. I'll not go willingly. You have passed the final test. I am now your slave, and my power is yours. I am bound to your life, and you to my death. Use my strength to shield yourself against your foes.
Back again. I hear you're slithering. Venom-toothed viper. The only cure for madness is madness. What's happened? What did you do to me? You're not my daughter. Bringing a treacherous she-dog so I can cut her open.
What does it look like I'm doing?
Yes, I recognize it now. The ritual of force walking. I'd heard of it, but I didn't believe it existed. Do you really think you can handle my power? It doesn't matter. You won't have me. This is my last stronghold, and I won't be your slave.
Then I guess I'll force you to come with me.
You treacherous!
Well done. With the power of this ghost and of the other, you may shield yourself against Thanaton's wrath. Take this one's writings and show Thanaton what a good apprentice you've been.
I got what you wanted.
You've put me in a difficult position. When Zash disobeyed me and had Scotia killed, tradition demanded she be killed and her power base destroyed. Believe me when I say I wish that you had stayed in that tomb. It will pain me to watch you die.
Spare me the false tears. I'm ready to fight you.
You are entitled to defend yourself. In fact, I'd expect nothing less. May the Force welcome you with open arms. Kill her. You truly are relentless. I can see now why Zash chose you. But this has carried on long enough. Astonishing. I didn't expect one as reckless as you to have prepared such a defense. Unfortunately for you, I am older and wiser and studied in rituals you can't even imagine. I have business on Malachor 3. Prepare my ship and dispose of this mess.
Yes, my lord.
My lord, you're awake. We need to hurry out of here. If Thanaton finds out you're still alive, we're all in trouble.
Let Thanaton find me. I'll kill him.
I don't think you have the strength for that yet, my lord. Let's get back to the ship with the others. We can figure out what to do from there.
My lord, you're back.
Thought you were gone. I could get trampled by a bantha herd and not get knocked around as bad as you.
We followed Thanaton's servants, cut them down, and pulled you out of a ditch. You didn't have a pulse at first, but then Carl noticed you were still warm. I don't know how you survived that.
That explains why I'm still alive. Where's Thanaton?
You sure you're ready to face him? He did a real number on you.
Your survival is the most remarkable thing I've ever witnessed. I still can't quite figure it out. It seems Thanaton's ritual was too powerful for your shield. But he didn't fully understand the bond between you and the dead. To kill you, he would have had to purge their spirits. You died, and their very presence kept you alive.
That's great, but what do? We can't wait for Thanaton to come back and kill us.
If only we knew Thanaton's vulnerability. He's not part cyborg, by any chance.
No. Thanaton despises modification of that kind. He only defended Scotia because he liked me less.
We need to make it so Thanaton can't break through your shield.
Corin's right. His servant said he looked pretty drained after he knocked you out. Just a little more power.
It's a gamble. None of us know what the cost of acquiring so much power so quickly could be.
I'm well aware of the cost, but I'll risk it.
We don't exactly have other options, do we?
So where do we find more ghosts?
The Jedi on Terrace were investigating something of that nature. I sent a man to investigate shortly before my unfortunate change. I'd have to do more research on the matter to confirm, but I suggest making contact with him.
One won't be enough. When I face Thanaton again, I want to crush him.
I wish we had more to go on, but right now, that's all I have.
Corin and I will dig around too. And we'll keep an eye on Thanaton. If he makes a move, we'll let you know. Good luck, my lord.
Zash, has your research turned up anything else on this terrace ghost?
Ni pate uvaro isandan sware kanidede akja swaluda is.
Figures the old lady isn't around when we need her.
Gininagangan gisat.
We can cope without her. What did she say about Terrace?
Something about some Jedi investigating an old Sith ghost. Said she had a Sith on the planet looking into it. Helios Malus, I think. Surprised there's only one ghost. Story goes, some crazy Darth blew the whole planet to pieces while his own Sith were still on it. Not very practical, but it ain't my business. Anyway, I'd hunt out this Malus guy in the Imperial base and hope he has some answers.
Helios Malus, you were sent here to investigate a ghost. What did you discover?
I am a busy man. I don't have time for... Oh, my lord,
Forgive me. I didn't recognize you in your new wardrobe. So grand. This is a pleasant surprise. I had heard the most unfortunate rumors.
You're better off not believing anything anyone says about me.
Yes, of course. The grapevine does lie, doesn't it? Now, you are asking about the ghost, yes? Let me see. I assure you I've been hard at work assessing the situation. It's just the Jedi have been guarding the old Jedi Enclave very tightly. That's where the ghost first appeared, you see.
Have there been other appearances in other places?
On the contrary, there have barely been any appearances at all. The ghost appears only sporadically. Not even the Jedi who guard the Enclave can make it appear. They've resorted to using a young Padawan to try and draw the ghost out through blood ties or something. Foolishness if you ask me, but I'm a man of meager understanding.
It seems the Jedi have a weak link.
The Jedi guard her closely, but I think you may be on to something. Many a Sith is formed from a weak Padawan's impressionable mind. I can't imagine an impressionable young Padawan being able to resist your particular charms, and it would save you the trouble of fighting a small army of Jedi.
I cannot twist her until I understand what tempts her.
You might visit the Jedi training grounds by the waterfall. It's abandoned now, dangerous. The data recorders there may hold certain insights into her personality. In the meantime, I will endeavor to learn what I can of her Jedi masters.